Hello everyone, welcome back to Trophy Food Experiences. Today I'm reviewing a recent dinner I had at Prato Borni, which is a one-star Michelin restaurant in Zermatt, Switzerland. It's alpine gourmet food and it's located inside the Grand Hotel Zermatterhof. It is a magnificent restaurant and really had an exceptional time there. So as I said, it's a one-star Michelin restaurant and the name Prato Borni is actually the old name of Zermatt. And when we got to the hotel, we were greeted by Emmanuel, who I think he must be the maitre d'. He was exceptional. He just welcomed us and knew that we were visitors, so explained the name, then went over and explained that there was 17 different families that kind of started or kind of owned Zermatt at one time, and they're still involved with this hotel. The descendants of this are somewhat involved. They had all the flags, showed us this wall with all their awards. Just it was a very relaxing experience. It wasn't rushed like normal restaurants. So it was really, I enjoyed that whole experience of him bringing us around to see the different things and just welcome us. Then we get inside the restaurant, you see the open kitchen, and then you get headed off to the manager and the waiter. And it's just a wonderful experience, very high end, beautiful dining room, very spread out tables, but very luxurious, old school dining. We start off with a amuse bouche and a couple of things on the plate. I can't actually remember what they were, but it was a nice little starter. There is a price fixed menu, so you can have 6 courses for 190 Swiss francs, 5 courses for 170, or 4 courses for 150. So I chose the 5 courses for 170 Swiss francs. This is another amuse-bouche, which is bell pepper with tuna cheek, and it's a little crusted. Unfortunately, you can't see it, but it's just a well-designed dish. But I guess you have to eat it to see it. You'll notice that I also don't have pictures of the dining room. That's just because I just don't want to disrespect other people in the dining room. They're having their good time, so I'm happy to take pictures of my food, but I really don't want to disturb other people with, pictures maybe of them or of the dining room. I don't think that that's fair to other people in the dining room to kind of bother them, and so that's why I don't do it. But trust me, the dining room is magnificent, and that's something that you can kind of discover for yourself if you're there. First dish is the Alpenzander pike perch. It's Malaysian dashi, cream chives, and Iona caviar. Again, this is local pike perch, which is kind of famous in Switzerland. All around Switzerland, they like to have perch. It's kind of like sashimi style, but I thought it was kind of a neat dish, beautiful, and I thought it was a nice way to start. This is the second course, and I will also say that I took a wine pairing, 5 wines for 85 Swiss francs, which I didn't think was really that expensive. And the sommelier there was Miclelin. She's exceptional, and I just had Swiss wines. I'll have a review of that. It's on my other channel, Trophy Wine Hunter, so I'll put that at the end of this review. But service standard was exceptional, I would say. The next course is the Ziger gnocchi with fondue, dried deer meat, and pear. I thought it was kind of a nice dish. With all the dishes, first of all, I think it's clearly a one-star Michelin restaurant. The ambiance, the service, the food, the elegance, the presentation, all excellent. And I think why it doesn't get the 2-star, I think is not it's not the service, it's not the place, it's the food. And I think the food is a little bit more old school. Still excellent in terms of the quality and the presentation and how it's produced, but needs a little bit more modern elegance. And again, I'll go back to a restaurant like Paul Bocuse. This would be, I would say, on par with Paul Bocuse. And so Paul Bocuse is a 2-star Michelin. I don't actually think the food is not 2-star Michelin. It's more equivalent to this food, which is quite comparable, I would say, in terms of the actual food quality. I thought of the dishes, the gnocchi was probably my least favorite just because the texture was a little bit more muddled and mushy, so I didn't like it as much. I liked the first pike perch, and I also like this one. This is the Alpstein duck with cherries, Bondermatelli, Silarek, and hazelnut. Nice presentation, and the key is the duck. The duck is nice and tender, flavorful. The cherries this adds to that flavor. It looks maybe a little bit heavy, but it wasn't. It was quite light, and really enjoyed the food. They do have an alpine menu, a international menu, and you are allowed to pick and choose courses from each of the menus, but the only rule is your table must have the same course. So if you're picking the same second course, all of you at the table have the same course. But we chose the Alpine menu because we thought, well, we're in Switzerland. We want to eat Alpine food. With international, we probably could get that somewhere else. So this is the Thurgau apple pig, segreto, sarmas, chanterelles, broccoletti, and spinach. The main part of this dish is the apple pig, and the sauce. Loved it. I thought it was quite nice. It's different from what we would consider like the Chinese suckling pig, but more like in the Italian or European style pig. But the texture was still good. The skin was actually still crispy, and it's tender. It's not like dry. So, and the sauce, I love the sauce. The little bit of acidity or sourness, kind of has that mixture with the kind of the meat of the pig. I thought it was quite successful. My last course was the Swiss cheese course. They come around with a nice cart of cheese. They go through all the cheeses. They're all Swiss cheeses, and they cut a selection for you, as you'll see, a nice selection of cheeses from clockwise in terms of from light to heavy, and based on your preferences. So, and they'll serve you as many cheeses as you like, but probably 6 or 7. That's sufficient. But really enjoyed just tasting the different cheeses. I'm sure I won't remember all their names, but it was really quite educational. I said to the waiter that I wanted a little bit more drier cheeses. I don't really like creamy cheeses. My wife chose more creamy cheeses, so it was a really nice end of the night. They give you a little Matterhorn chocolate to end the night, so that's quite nice. All in all, clearly a one-star Michelin restaurant, no doubt about this. Place is magnificent. Service standard is very high. Our server was great. Our sommelier was exceptional. She's probably gonna get stolen by someone else. She's just young, but very, very knowledgeable. The maitre d' Emmanuel, exceptional again. Food quality was very good, and I think that's the only thing that holds it back a bit from a 2-star. I mean, everything else in this place is to me kind of smells like a 2-star Michelin. The food is a little bit slightly dated. It's very good, but it's in a more classic style, and if there would be a little bit more modernness or a little bit more subtleness that you see in some of the more refined 2-star Michelin restaurants, I think that would be where they could get that additional star. But I'm really happy with it. Actually, not that expensive if you think about it, for a meal, for such a nice place and an exceptional experience. So I'm going to highly or strongly recommend this restaurant. Really loved it. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy eating.